Hello again. And if you're new here, welcome. Alright. Hello, this is Super Sparta, and welcome back. This was, believe, is part 4 of our Outer Wilds playthrough. Let's go get into it. For those who have not watched any of the previous parts, this is a space puzzle, mystery game, exploration game. Essentially, we are an alien in a small universe, or a small galaxy, or no, well, solar system technically, trying to figure out a bunch of mysteries. We're stuck in a death time loop. The sun explodes, it seems, every 27 minutes. So we're trying to figure out what's causing that and how, I presume, how to stop that. So, we have a whole bunch of mystery stuff here. Let's see. Let me try. Sorry. Alright. So what we have figured out so far, the bullet points is, the thing we saw exploding when we woke up is some sort of orbital cannon that was launching a probe, that right there where my cursor's pointing. There's something called a quantum moon, which is a moon that is, following quantum mechanics, in terms of, like, its properties when observed versus not observed. Let's see. There's something called the Ash Twin program, which is a program tied to the Death Loop, where, oh, I should probably make sure my audio is working correctly. Well, that would be unfortunate. I'd imagine we're good. Let's see. I haven't changed anything. Alright, test. Hold on. I'm trying to multitask here. Oh shit. Oh, don't have to play it too hard. Just lock our orbit. Okay. Let me unmute this and see how my audio's. Okay. Okay. Audio sounds good. Alright, that's good. Alright. So, there's something called the Ash Twin Project, which is directly tied to the Death Loop thing, because there's statues and then there's masks, and the two are correlated so that our memories are stored in a mask in something called the Ash Twin Project. We are now standing on Ash Twin, closest planet to the sun, it seems. There is some weird, like, orbital station going around the sun that I haven't even tried to land on yet. But we'll cross that road when we get there. There's quite a few planets we haven't fully explored. So, let's see. Okay. So we were kind of looking at the north side of things. And that's Ember Twin. It seems the twin planet of the system. We have this tower. Wait a minute. Are these moving? They are. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, these are totally moving. Okay. Interesting. When last we were here, this tower was here, but I didn't realize that these were moving. Interesting. Okay. So I tried to get to Ember Twin. There's some sort of a vortex or something, this from here, that seems to allow us to go. Oh shit, we're going really fucking fast. Okay. That allows us to jump up there, and then it looks like there's a bunch of Nomai. The Nomai are like a lost alien race. that are super advanced seem to have, or seem to be the ones responsible for creating all this extra death loop shit. Oh shit. Okay. So this is about what happened last time. Okay. We're now stuck on orbit because of the size of the planet. So say if we time this, we might be able to avoid crashing into the ground at a violent rate. Oh, what was that? Oh wow, yeah, like it's on both sides of the planet. Oh, I was gonna say, I gotta be careful. I think we're okay. Nope, shit. Ow. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Is that a campfire up there? Looks like a campfire. One of our buddies. Sure. Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well then. Welcome to Hourglass Twins. I'm in the sand now. What are you up to? Hornfels asked me to update our star chart, so I'm here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know? What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovas today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye or 4 on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Are you talking about... Okay, so there, the person on Deep Tide, the big water planet, that has the orbital cannon station running around it. He was aware of the death loop, and he's the only NPC we've met so far that was aware of the death loop. I found something. Do tell. Never mind. How would I know if it's possible? Supernovae look like extra bright stars as they die, but if you zoom in with your CinemaScope, you can see they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the end of their lifespan, which is why it's so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if if some of these stars are older than we realized. What are you doing here? Right now I'm documenting stars. Hornfels noticed our star charts are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others who said this, but sometimes I feel like I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Or maybe don't tell Hornfels either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore them? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere, the one shooting a bright beam into the sky? It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with a scout. So where do they live? Now on the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Pretty awful, though. Awful pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash twin to Ember twin, but how did you know the process? But did you know the process actually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but seems to be a natural phenomenon. Oh, if you like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of the sand strained off. Promise you won't be disappointed. Just saying hi. Watch out for falling sand, okay? I had to do it myself out once or twice, and that's not half as fun as it sounds. Okay. So he mentioned underground caves and something on the southern hemisphere. Oh wow, no, yeah, it is like almost all the way. Oh, I see. You know what he did? Okay. The whole fucking planet's shrinking. Because the sand's falling. All the sand from Ash Twin is falling to Ember Twin. Interesting, and it's uncovering all more of that. So wow, there's going to be a bunch of stuff to explore. I think I'll prioritize searching here for right now. And then we'll do Ash Twin later. Fuel getting up to the surface. Cave shard. Quantum. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lakebed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lakebed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. Let me see, how's this? There we go. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. Okay, this is my writing, so the rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. An update, Melloray and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. What means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. Okay, so north cave on the, lake bed cave on the north side. Which, we're heading south now. This looks like an orbital cannon. This grid structure with these white rocks here look like the barrel of the orbital cannon that we investigated. The sun was sitting at 120 meters. The shuttle is currently resting at the comet. Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, we're losing... Shit, we're losing space. Damn it. Huh. We're also... Yeah, gravity seems like it's going up. Just about all the way uncovered. Yeah, no. You're saying shit. Nope. No, not really. Shit. Alright. One death down. So, it felt like... Okay, let's see. About 15 minutes for Ash Twin to be all the way uncovered. Alright. Let's see what we uncovered. We'll try to get on the north side of the Ember Twin. Big thing with this game is that you go from planet to planet finding tiny little pieces of clues that eventually start to give you a better... I don't know if we check... Oh, that's that satellite thing, isn't it? What the fuck is everything else? Okay. That eventually we'll get more pieces of the puzzle as we go. That is such a fucking cool idea, though. That like Ember Twin is essentially yeah, it's like hollowed all the way out through the core, and then when you fairly close. Where's church ship? Gotta check that out. So when they say lake bed, is it like actually like all the way down? Seems like it. Oh shit, we gotta go. Oh shit, no, I don't think. Oh no, it looks like we can make it through. Oh shit. I don't think we can fit through this. Okay. This I do not like. This is activating a million fear responses in me right now. Oh shit. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the idea of being stuck underground. Nah, no, anytime I think about that fucking, was it Putty Cave or any of the other, just, you always hear about, like, people just like, let me go through, I'm a loving father of 4, makes a perfectly good job, and I love caving. Oh, they discovered a new caving called the Devil's Asshole with a 99% mortality rate. Sign me up. Let's be kind of ballsy. I want to land on that. On that little sun station. Sun's too close. Fuck. Alright, let's try it again. So we might just have to like crash into it essentially, like, shit, I don't know. Because it felt like we were like getting not even particularly like level with it. Like onto its trajectory, and it was still too close to the sun. Oh. Hi there. Oh. I messed that up. Okay, so what that was the Quantum Moon. It is a whole fucking moon that has the properties of being quantum, which is if we aren't looking at it, it essentially exists in a state of both existing and not existing. So just like that rock in that cave there, that didn't really explain what I was doing, but I turned around and then turned back and it was gone. That essentially. So our backup engines are not strong enough to break some. Essentially, if something has the property of being quantum, in order for it to, if it's in our way, we can just look away from it and it'll like fuck off. On the inverse, if we have something that we want to, oh shit, here we go. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. The inverse being if we find the quantum moon, we will technically, quote-unquote, lose sight of it as we go through its big, thick, foggy atmosphere, at which point the entire moon will just blip away from us because we are not, quote-unquote, because we're not technically observing it. We can remedy this by sending a scout probe, shooting it in there, and taking a photograph of it, which is the last step I forgot to do. In which case, it is, even when we can't physically see it with our eyes, it is under observation. It's essentially it is by definition what quantum is, as far as like a mechanic, in which there was that experiment of like, is light a particle or a wave? And the answer might be light might be in a quantum state in which it's both, and it depends entirely on observation, which is unusual, to say the least. People that are way smarter than me can understand what that probably means. Okay, let's go check out some planets we haven't really scouted before, and then we can kind of double back to Ash Twin after it's had a while to dump all of its sand. Because I don't particularly want to stand around on stream for like 15 minutes for something that I need to slow the fuck. Okay, I don't think there's anything we can really do with that. I feel like there was something to do with Brittle Hollow South. Oh, yeah, no. There was, it's right there. They were talking about a beam of light coming off of, Brittle Hollow. I'm just trying to roll here. There we go. Ooh. Surface integrity, huh? I'll see. Like that. I just wonder there was something about the poles. There's always something about like the poles, it seems. So maybe I need to go back to each planet and moon and see if I can find Escape Pod 1. Distress beacon. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other 2 escape pods' destruct signals. However, if it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue to call for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourself swiftly. The moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon is past. This planet isn't eager to have guests. You are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter quickly. The volcano will be gone for I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb down safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. So this is a Nomai escape pod. And there's some platforms. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't like that. Okay, I don't think we can... There it is. Okay. Launching escape pod 3, launching escape pod 2, launching escape pod 1. Escape pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Collision imminent, prepare for impact. Scanning external environment. Scanning complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict, hospitable. I mean, barely. What's this? Emergency escape hatch. Oh, shit. Oh. Thanks for that. Did y'all motherfuckers fall into a black hole? Okay. I mean, nowhere to really go but down. Oh god, it's fucked right away. Oh shit. Ow. Ow. Ugh. Shit. Couldn't get the shelter site, but okay. I think, yeah, if our ship is here, then yeah, the chunk it must have been sitting on must have got shot out the black hole, or got sucked into the black hole and shot out here. Well, I mean, I won't look at gift horse and mouse, and we can explore this. I think we've been here before. Find the top of the fucking thing. Okay, there we go. No, this is new. There was a similar structure. This is similar to the whatchamacallit. Okay. This is that gravity stone stuff. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through a black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp station is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. If you look while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, assumably as soon as this lines up, we'll warp back to Brittle Hollow, or to Brittle Hollow. There we go. Is that what these are? Oh shit. Okay, yeah, we kept finding those fucking rooms that we couldn't do anything with. These are just, yeah, the warp stations, or the destination points to a white tower station. Departure time. Return warp status charge. Step onto the warp receiver. Return warp. Return state charged. Hanging City, below 50 meters. It's broke. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the Whitehall Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our travel worked. We successfully recreated warp travel. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, though it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as we built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do this. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. In return to the Whitehall Station, if you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. So there's a... There's usually a stone here that will tell us and show us stuff. I wonder, so yeah, since the planets are dynamic to the change, I wonder if... let's warp back. And... Oh, this seems important. Shit, I need one of these... those breeder things. Actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, yep, that's totally what the what's happening is the Ash Twin Project thing is getting revealed. Remy and I have reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the Whitehall station. That's what. Okay, yeah, no, I read that, but I didn't register that's what that little stone was saying. They're arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing, so they're effectively in two places at once for a fraction of a second. I understand it's extremely odd, but Clary and I have tested the theories and tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 1/100th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she has ever stepped onto the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Well, if you're using a black hole, you're dealing with massive fluctuations in gravity, like massive amounts of gravity, and it's effectively, and that would fuck with time, throwing like white hole and black holes into use. So, is it some sort of time dilation effect? Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she'll kindly help me attempt to recreate the phenomena at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update, Poke, the High Energy Lab is in the canyon on the Ember Twin Equator. Come here at once. You need to see this. Okay. I don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding the universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. Okay. Canyon of Ember Twin. Now is that Ember Twin? Oh, Quantum Moon, right there. As soon as it's below the horizon. Actually, yep, there it goes. Let's go. Okay. How the fuck do I get back to my ship? Ow. Okay, so at this point, Ash Twin should be most of the way uncovered. So let's go back there. And yeah, it does. Okay, that does seem to be what's happening. As more and more of Brittle Hollow is collapsing, it just gets spat out back here. Actually, we've seen black holes where or white holes where they're as if effectively just stuff's getting spit out of them. We watched at one point like a whole fucking building, like giant building, get spit out at one point. Whitehall Station, High Energy Lab. So that squiggle thing, I pointed with my fingers if you can see my... oh shit. Oh, big crash. Ow. Okay. Nope, down, down. Back up. Land. Land. Settle. Settle. All 4 on the ground, please. Yeah, that squiggle thing we were seeing there, that must be another White Hole station. Oh shit. No. No, put it down, put it down, put it down. Shit. Damn it. Come on, ship. Don't. Oh, you're on off in space, aren't you? Myself up. Just have to not hit the... Okay. Gravity flips. No, down, down, down. Forces down, forces down, forces down. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's... Apollo, not, what's it called? Giant Steam. That's what it's called. What are we trying to line up with? Oh, guess we're gonna find out. Timber Hearth. Our home planet. Departure time. And arrival time. Step up. Okay. Okay. I'm still amazed at how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick, protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. I am relieved by our clan's decision to use Timberhearth's ore only for constructing the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they plan accordingly. I thought you have forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Colas. How else would he improve? So the core of Ash Twin is sealed off. Projections. These are the masks again. Wait, okay, you know what? One, two, three. Three masks are activated. So me, the guy on Giant Steep, and potentially one other person are aware of the death loop and are stuck in it. My gratitude for the latest shipment, One. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to a disaster. Once we've completed the shell that seals off the essential chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. So there is no physical way in to the center chamber. But since we've been discovering warp stuff, perhaps that's just the door to go out. Well, our ship was indisposed of me, so I don't think that's going to be much of it. Oh, this must have just been the elevator. Oh shit, time ran out. Sun blew up. Okay, that elevator piece must have just been, yeah, where they were extracting the ore and shipping it back up to the surface. Interesting. Well, so it mentioned something in the equator canyon of Emberblade, so let's go check that out. southern hemisphere. Canyon at the Amber Twins equator. So all attention for now goes. What time are we at for about an hour? I'll go longer because I don't know. Tomorrow is actually Thanksgiving. Happy pre-Thanksgiving to anyone and everyone. But I'm not sure if I'll be streaming that day. Waiting for Ember Twin at all speed. So, okay, you know what? Now that I think of it, if the core is like open like that, probably find some good shit. Crash land. Oh shit. Down, down, down. Nope. Oh shit. That works. Alright. Did say at a certain point. Didn't he mention that the sand goes back at some points? The ship, heal up, and try to figure out something else. Like that right there. So one's at the core, then one was at the southern hemisphere, I think it said. Somewhere in Ember Twin, southern somewhere in, god damn, southern hemisphere. I said it's shooting out of me. This is the same thing that's going on. Actually, Of note, this passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supply tank there. We cannot tell how far or deep these tunnels may wind, but do not linger as this area is exposed to the heat of the alien sun. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct long-term shelter. The cavern Malaire found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path that leads to the shelter. I have less directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry, as the pathway there is filled with sand. We do not allow yourself to be buried by sand, and make sure no one is lost. Emergency escape hatch. The heat of this system's sun is more unbearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show is a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a shelter down there to provide a long-term shelter, but these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, they're still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our stones on the wall to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone, and be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Escape pod 2. There's something interesting at the end of this package about rock, and while rocks are interesting, they can wait until a less urgent time. Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Kalos and I examine the horror that lies at its service ends, provided we live through this. Okay, so there was sadly, this way is the way I'm talking about that there was a spot at the end here that looked good. The shelter is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead carefully. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sand fall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so you must be cautious but swift. Sand fall at the pit, turn left, filled with rock columns. Climb up. Turn left. Climb up. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge. Oh, I thought that was my game freaking out. So yeah, time stop whenever we're reading. Okay, that's good. I thought about that in the back of my head, but I never really paid attention to it. Be cautious across the chasm ahead. The bridge will do the job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it, and you'll reach the shelter site. Doing well. There's only a little bit further left to go until you reach the shelter. You can rest here. Hurry before the sand comes. this is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. From what we can see, Callus and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we examine it. We both agree it's unlikely the striped plant is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. An update. We need to find a way inside quickly, Malaire, because when I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there was children playing on the specimen. Clearly, this hole's too small for it to have fit through hypothesis. There's another entrance to the cave. If there is, Callus and I will try to find it. We cannot leave valuable information uncovered. Oh, I don't fucking like this. Not a fan of that. That's the things in fucking Brittle Hollow. Like the same as like actively filling the chamber, it doesn't look like it. So looks like a bunch of them MIA. And a little shelter didn't last long. Didn't make it out at the end. Trees over there. Get to the trees. Okay. Anglerfish. Oh, look. Stepping stone districts. High energy trailhead. High shrine. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? Are there other ways to generate this level of power? I almost can't comprehend this is being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing a possible new technology further than ever before. That, in my existent experience is the defining characteristic of our species. Theoretically, yeah. In regards to, is there any other way to generate power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal on Sunlane, but the Sun Station must be built if we hope to complete the Ashman project. The Sun Station must be that little sailboat, or that little sun sail thing we see flying around the sun. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of the star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the Sun Station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. We fear failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe we're cautious. The Sun Station will work. I believe in God. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your situation. However, if we aren't all but certain the Sun Station will not cause destruction once we've built it, then I won't support the station's use. Is that what's causing the fucking supernovas? Oh shit. This is the Sunless City. I just realized. Okay, yeah. We couldn't get down here before. Let's see. Directly towards the base of the orbital cannon is a way into the Sunless City. Good to remember. We'll land here next time. No. Get back. Okay, let's see. Come on. Shit, don't think there's even anything to do. Oh shit, come on. Let's see. Go ahead and burn all oxygen off, and we'll restart. But I feel like we're getting places. I feel like we're breaking some ground here. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more the Nemai debated building a sensation in order to power the Ashman project. That right there, where my cursor's pointing, that looks like the same sort of launch thing we were working with. Stations out. Fucking money there with that landing. All right. So these I want to know what the fuck's going on here. Okay, this is turning on the lights. High energy lab trailhead. This is what I want to see. Is that high energy lab relates to the whatchamacallit? The Ashman project. And that's the thing that like I've been fixating on. No, I was gonna say, I don't think I completed the thought. I was gonna say, since it's talking about the, I can hear myself through my thing. Since it was talking about being in the core of the planet, I was starting to suspect that maybe it's not oh shit. That wasn't talking about the going through the canyon, it was going through this. Okay. I'll go that way. Well, I guess we wait. I do wish there isn't like a. No, it doesn't look like. I do wish there was like a little data pad thing that would. Because I feel like I need a little bit of a refresher on some things. But it's fine. Yeah, okay, that helps me see. Oh shit, but yeah, we might have to fucking book it as soon as we get past the sand here. Because this chamber's not gonna probably fill up pretty quick. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? Hello? Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Go, 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 go. Alright. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. Raimi and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or simple machine error. So this is what we're following up on. Let's see. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first. Our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup with the White Hole Station. Hypothesis: if a hypothesis, it is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. An update. Our experiment will reproduce the anomaly in arrival and departure time, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than mechanical error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eye. In that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City energy supply will prove more sufficient. Of note, Raimi, Yaro requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Raimi and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pi saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. Okay. So things will theoretically exit a white hole before will exit a black hole before entering a white hole. Okay. Just don't know where that leaves us. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to actually arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary power. Raimi and I believe that it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology to be able to handle such energy. We would also likely need enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warping technologies together. The only location large enough will be Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas, Pi. My pun was unintended, Raimi, but I believe it's you who's aeriform. Oh my fucking god. That's what the Ash Twin project was, I think. The Sun Station to power the Ash to power it. Energy into a warp core. They're trying to set it for 22-minute intervals. Okay, so I might have miscounted. The time lapse might not be 27. I thought they were about 27 minutes. They might actually be closer to 22 minutes. If that's the case, this is something to do with time dilation between black hole and white hole warping technology. Oh my god, you know what? Supernovas, when stars go supernova, that's one of the, so it either shrinks into a white dwarf or it becomes a black hole. So things coming out arriving 22 minutes. Something arrived 22 minutes before it is actually sent through. Okay, that's my working theory here, and I feel like I'm really hitting on something. I feel like I finally, like, all these little pieces finally just fit like a nice little Okay, let's see what this one says. The Ash Twin Project will be one of our... Yep. There we fucking go. Fucking called it. The Ash Twin Project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. Let's see. What if we use warp towers like the one we have on Whitehall Station to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who know my impressive, imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Please stop reminding me. Hold on. Poke, Rot, and I can begin working on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. Okay. We could design each tower to individually affect its warp destination. The giant steep tower for Advanced could resemble a cyclone. And we could model the Timber Hearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Oh. This is so fucking cool. Note, this door will need to be remaining closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on story findings from the Whitehall Station. An update. The High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin Project. If you're here to help, or even just to reserve, be sure to use the same path from the lab. Rick and I will be running this experiment until one of us specifically prove the other wrong. Okay, yeah, this is fighting Sandside, which struck our set. We realize this is a intriguing prospect. The door must remain closed in the place. So do I have to go to a warp tower to power these, or are these just based on time? Okay. Let's get back to our ship if we can. Actually, right back there, that's the back end of the mercy pod, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Escape pod 2. Chirps research students, property of Chirp. Clearly, the Nomai were making astronomical observations here. The geotechnical slot. What's this big rotating device for? What am I observing? I hoist. There's something special about the orange symbol on the device. Hal and the new Astronaut translator would be nice to have handy right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck's all that? Wait. Okay, this might be some kind of tower thing. I'm gonna take this back to the lab and translate it. Actually, oh, we can do it right here. This planet sometimes, and only sometimes, has a moon. No, I was gonna say, I would have noticed all this. This planet sometimes, and only sometimes, has a moon. This also of note, it disappears if no one was watching. Isn't this a fascinating orbital characteristic? I found your note, Miller, and I kindly count me among these moon's admirers. What is happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does it move here around Brittle Hollow, I confirm it sometimes it orbits Timberhearth as well. This is my first time encountering the natural satellite with the ability to vanish when not being watched. We should study it, or even better, we should travel there. I agree. Our first step would be determining a method of tracking the phantom moon so we can always know where it is. Given its reluctance to move while consciously observed, it might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. Yeah, we got that part. Quantum moon locators functioning. We have markers for each of the places the moon goes. Anuna Burr, I had just observed the quantum moon in orbit around Dark Bramble. I added a marker for Dark Bramble. I thought the locator now accounted for all phantom moon locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device. It's also possible the moon exists a sixth place in the solar system to which the phantom moon travels. You have keen eyes, my friend. Now, this moon travels a total of 4 locations. Wasn't there a rule of 6 or something like that? That's it. That's what it's tracking. There it is right there. Yep, that was the quantum moon. Okay, so they have a tracker. Is there a pattern? 6, 7, 4. Also, didn't, what's his name say he hadn't really left his spot? So he was here, or, well, I don't know if he, no, I think he was basically saying that, like, yeah, he hadn't left, because he said his scout was, he had just been shooting off his scout all the time. Interesting, interesting. Let's see if we can get back. Oh shit, we're probably out here now. Ursula Yarrow, one warp core fresh from the Blackstone Forge. Root is installing the core sibling on Middle Hollow as we write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more material soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ashwin project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Hope found on the White Hill Station while I started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hill Station is the model for the tower being built for the Ashwin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hill Station with you, Clary. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Yarrow stop using Skull to float with my sister in romantic matters for density rivals in Neron Star and go meet her on the White Hill Station. So this is matching up. That's the way. Started finding these warp towers. I'm so fucking happy. I mean, granted, at that point it was like getting pretty spelled out, but I am happy because I was thinking the Ashwin project was like some sort of like immortality project or something. That was like, oh shit. That's like. Oh shit, I didn't realize this place was working. Oh shit, no, we gotta go up, we gotta go back. Come on, we'll orbit it, we'll orbit it. Does that have a roof, hopefully? Yes, sir. Friends visiting the Hanging City. We are planning the Ashwin project at the High Energy Lab at the Ember Twins equator. I became lost in Ember Twin in gratitude that when you found me, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Connie would lose her head if they weren't the last one. Shit. Wow. I think that was our most productive cycle. By like a lot. Ooh, it's all fitting together now. Okay. Oh, shit. What? Let me see. Let's see. Let's go. Signal eye locator. In my word, disappointed by the failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. Let's go back to the altitude because one, my brain hurts after all this. And since it's just kind of nearby. Alright, I want to kind of orbit it and see what all. So now that we have some further context. To point. What the fuck is this? Is this the 6th location? does this? Okay, hold on. Actually, originally strained on built a, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging on that planet. Civilization. Okay. Although we have a little bit more context. See, it said there was more to find here, but I don't know if it's specifically here or elsewhere. 'Cause I don't really see anything else on the moon. Otherwise, I was going to make another beeline for Brittle Hollow. What's to discover here? I just don't know. Oh, actually. Wanting to come back to this place real bad. So, what we found, okay, first, this is a ship of some kind, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay, this is what we're looking for. So how this room works, we go to the dark, and because we're not observing anything, yeah, this is what we ran into last time. Lights on. Close this. That looks like something at Ember Hearth. At 6th location. I just don't know. Back to Ember Hearth. I want to try to go. This is one I want to check, because I don't remember. I know we did Giant's Deep. Yeah, that was another thing we were finding, is the moon's reflective. shit. Okay. There's a fucking guy out here. Shit. The moon is reflective of whatever planet it's orbiting. This is the interloper. This is the comet. I think this might have been where we started. I don't see anything in here. Ow. The 6 location sounds like the Nomai figured out that it sounds like they did find it at some point. They just couldn't figure out what to do. No, it sounds like they did figure it out. Well, we're near Brittle Hollow, so that kind of works, but also we don't have a ship, so that's really bad. Don't know how long we'll have. Ow. Never mind. So I want to see that note because, I mean, it's probably something about there being dead Nomai on the quantum moon. Interesting. Okay. So I think I'm going to end it there for today. Stream is iffy tomorrow, because again, tomorrow being Thanksgiving, don't know how long plans with family will last on that. But we shall see. Kind of went a little bit longer than I usually do. I usually been streaming about an hour. Helps send these videos to YouTube without a massive delay. But yeah, we'll see. I do have hopefully some projects that I will start to work on in December that hopefully I will get done by the second week of December because I want it ready by the Game Awards. If it doesn't, that's not the end of the world, but I think it'd be pretty cool if we get it done, or I get it done. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Especially if you made it this far, if you kind of sat through the whole thing. This one was really, really cool. Where I feel like we're finally making some big breakthroughs. I feel like we're finally piecing some stuff together. So I'll definitely be coming to this sooner rather than later. But with that, I hope to see you all in the next one. Oh, maybe if I tapped over to this. All right. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one, hopefully. Bye.